welcome back to World of Warships with your host, XBradTC. Today we are in the mighty German Tier 5 battleship, the Koenig. And you ever have one of those games where it's a good, tight game, but you're having a good game, you have a plan to secure victory, you're actually ahead, and then everything goes to crap. And, you know, some days, and I'll say this, on the weekends, you get a lot of people who play that they don't have the time to play a lot, so they're not very good. Particularly here in the low and mid tiers, tier 5, 4, 5, 6, where you advance quickly to those tiers, and yet you don't have a ton of experience. I find myself in a match like that where a player makes a mistake, an honest mistake, I would say, but a dumb one, a very dumb mistake, but I think it was an honest mistake that cost me and ultimately the rest of the team our battle. So here we are, and it's early on in the match. We're just coming up on just over 2 minutes in the match, just getting into range of the enemy. You know, Torps is a pretty good battleship, but it's long-range accuracy. It's all random number generation. Sometimes you get lucky shots, sometimes you miss everything. Like that. I mean, we smothered the guy with shells and not a single hit. That's the way gun dispersion works. And, you know, they're taking shots at us and we lose, what, a whopping 500 points? Big deal. Oh, we did actually score an overpen and get 4,400. That's a little better than I thought. Anyway, trying to prioritize our targets. The plan is for the team to secure capture points A and B. A little bit more damage, 3,000. And for the most part, we're executing that. Yeah, and you tend to get everybody goes for A, and B kind of gets forgotten, but at least one of our destroyers has snuck into B and is trying to cap it. And it's early going here. I'm looking for the guy who's going to make a mistake. I'm both trying to get in range of a sufficient number of enemies to have somebody to shoot at, but also not have a lot of enemies shooting at me at one time. I want to fight one-on-one. And he turned away. That's going to miss. Oh, get one. I'll take it. 2,000 points. I'm looking for, at this stage of the game, very often what you'll find is an enemy cruiser will try and make a torpedo attack or want to dodge in and secure an early kill on a friendly cruiser or destroyer, and will find themselves broadside on. And I'm hoping, no, not going to find it. No luck there yet. So in the meantime, we're just going to deal what damage we can and try and minimize the amount of return fire we take. And that is, I believe, is that Colorado shooting at me? No, that's the enemy Königsberg. Alright, he is trying to duck out behind the island, ping me, set me on fire. He's obviously trying to set me on fire. And then he's going to try and duck back into the island. I screwed up. I knew this guy was going to start moving ahead. And yet I fired a little reverse lead. However, we get lucky. Citadel took about half his health. His health status is going to be important later. We're going to see more of him later on. And yeah, he's ducking behind the island before I'm going to get reloaded, but in the meantime, he's going to be able to lob a couple more volleys at me. Having to maneuver here a little bit to avoid running aground, and yet it's awfully close. Yeah, that would have been embarrassing to run aground there. And take another look. Enemy Kaiser, can we get a shot at him? No, we're occluded by the island. Who else can we shoot at? Nope, is that the New York? Yeah, we'll get a shot at him. A little bit of lead, and it looks like we've lost our first ship. We've lost a cruiser, they've lost a destroyer. Good solid hits on the New York. We've done 26,000 damage already. Haven't done anything really massive. I mean, we got one Citadel. That's always a feel good. But most of our damage we've accrued by just wearing them down. Waiting to try and see if we can get a chance to get these rounds over the island at enemy Omaha. Yes, we can. Though it's immediately occluded again. Snuck that one through the little saddle on the island. It was a good shot. Just random number generation, meant the dispersion. Didn't hit anybody. Don't know why the replay is so jerky today. It's disconcerting. It seems to only happen when we're... I don't know. For a while there, it was smooth, and now it's not. Don't know why. I mean, it's just a replay file like everything else. This patch, 0513, doesn't seem to be as stable as previous patches. I'm actually having trouble with it crashing to the desktop, freezing up in-game, and it's just a little frustrating. Okay, enemy cruiser, engine's knocked out. Low health. Yeah. Okay, I thought I was going to score a little bit more on him, but other people are shooting him, but we did get the kill with an overpen. Sorry to steal your kill, guys. That's one. Now, having killed that guy, we're looking at that Kaiser up here, but we also want to turn... We don't want to go sailing off to the southwest forever and take ourselves out of the fight. We want to be heading generally towards B. We're not going to make a straight line for it, but we want to head in that general direction so that we're not too far away from it. That's going to be a critical part of the fight. We got to secure B eventually, because right now we've lost 2 ships, they've lost 2 ships, but we're behind on points, and they've got 2 capture points. They're gaining points faster than us. Who can we shoot at? This guy's available. He'll do. Not a devastating blow or anything, but secured a few points off of him, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do until I can get into close range with somebody. I just want to grind them down, minimize my exposure, not get ganged up on. I'm looking at the Kaiser, again, I'm looking at the Kaiser directly ahead of me, but I want to close the range before I start focusing on him. A couple of battleships doing, I don't know what they're doing. I guess they're trying to secure B, but they're both vulnerable to me, so we'll fire on one of them. Not a great angle on either one, but able to score a little bit of damage. And that's when I notice there is an enemy battleship and an enemy destroyer about to debouche from this strait right here. I'm ignoring the Kaiser. Boom. Got eaten. Very low health, but still, at that range I had to secure the kill. Got him with the front 4 turrets, back 3 turrets were available, got lucky, took the Clemson out with 1 salvo. Double strike. So 2 kills in less than 10 seconds. That's always a feel good. So we've lost another cruiser, or actually we lost another destroyer, so we're down 2 cruisers and a destroyer. The enemy's down a battleship, a cruiser, and 2 destroyers. And we're almost caught up on points. Unfortunately, they still have 2 capture points, and they're gaining points faster than us. Now here's a good mid-range shot. Should be able to secure some good damage on him. While I was taking that shot, I briefly spotted the enemy carrier off of my starboard bow. He's gone back. He's dropped off visual detection. Don't have the time to go chasing after him. I want to concentrate my attack on that Kaiser, that low health Kaiser up ahead. I am keeping an eye out for the enemy torpedo bombers. And right here I started having some problems with my mouse. Yeah, should have kept a better eye out for the enemy torpedo bombers. Took 2. Still, immediately used the damage control party and immediately used the damage repair ability to try and keep my health up as high as I can. And once again, we're over 50% health here. So we're not doing too bad. Look, we're engaging in low health battleships. Shots out, and as I was saying, I was having some trouble with my mouse. There's occasionally a thing where your mouse starts to, instead of firing on a right click, it just seems to automatically fire whenever the tubes are loaded. And obviously you're wasting DPM there. You don't want that to happen. Alright, take a look. Torpedo on the screen. That is the Karlsruhe cruiser behind me launching. Now he's launching behind and astern of me. That's not good. It's going to get worse here in a little bit. That's kill number 2. We ground that Kaiser down fair and square. We weren't the only one to shot fire on him, but it was a fair kill. Switch over to the Wyoming. We're going to do the same thing with him. We're a minute away, a little over a minute away, from having our damage repair ability coming back. So in the meantime, we're still having that firing trouble, but we want to start grinding this guy down. Good dispersion, decent damage, 5,000. Waiting for the guns to reload, turning to minimize the angle we're displaying towards the enemy. When we're ready to fire, we're going to come to the starboard, to the right. What? Oh, torpedoes. He launched torpedoes behind me again. The Karlsruhe did it again. I thought I was clear of them, but I knew not to come to the right. Unfortunately, while I'm trying to tell him to stop doing that, what I didn't realize was those were actually going to hit me. 1, 2, 3 torpedoes. And I'm still 12 seconds away from my damage control ability coming off cooldown. So I just have to sit there and flood. If I had not had to do that, if he had not torpedoed me, I would be going into this fight at about 2/3 to 3/4 of my health points. Look where I am now. I am at less than 1/4 of my health points. I'm at 9,000 HP. Now, I had a plan here. I was going to finish off this Wyoming. I was going to finish off Königsberg that you see on the left-hand side. Unfortunately, that plan involved being willing to trade a certain amount of damage to inflict more damage on them. That plan has gone out the window. I'm doomed. I am dealing with the Wyoming. There is a Königsberg on my port hand beam, which is going to start dealing a lot of damage on me, and I'm still having trouble getting the mouse to work correctly firing. I'm wasting shots here occasionally, and that's very annoying. Got to keep an eye on these torpedo bombers. Come around, take a look. Königsberg, want to kill him. I was hoping to get him with 1 salvo. Front 4 guns. Back 3 turrets. Nope. Didn't get him. Now, the other thing is, he's trying to set me on fire, which would be a disaster because I've got an entire minute to wait for the cooldown to come. He's also dealing a little bit of damage to me each time he fires. So, obviously you can see my health is being whittled down. Just praying I can wait till I can't believe I missed that volley. I'm just praying I can last long enough till my damage repair party comes available again. He did launch torpedoes at me, not a surprise. I was ready for it. Easy miss. The rear guns around. And we killed him. And we got a Citadel, and we got the Kraken Unleashed. Unfortunately, he set us on fire, and that took away any chance we had of surviving. And we lost. And worse yet, take a look. We had actually managed to capture B. We had a very good chance of winning this, but no, with me down, we lost points because of my death, and we eventually lost the battle. And indeed, the Karlsruhe idiot that shot me was the last one sunk on my team. Still 74,000 damage to Kraken Unleashed, and the Double Strike Award, a couple of Citadels. It was a good performance on my part until I screwed up and let myself get torpedoed by a friendly. Incredibly, only came in second on the team. The British Tier 5 cruiser, the Emerald, had a good game. Mostly, I think what he was doing was capping and inflicting damage. He didn't sink anybody, but I think he grabbed both the cap points. Still some real damage there, 30,000 on the Kaiser, 16 on the Königsberg. Yeah, 73 on the Svetlana. Sorry for stealing your kill, whoever that was. Could have been a great game. Just, I should not have let the friendly torpedo me. Jerk who torpedoed me, I hope you learn your lesson not to go sinking friendly ships. Maybe you get a little bit more experience. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and we will see you soon with another edition of World of Warships.